but maybe they can live because it's getting on late. We got caught watching a movie, the Apollo 13 documentary on Spotify. If you haven't checked that out, mate, holy shit, it was really good. Like we've sort of only just watched the first half, but it's Apollo 13, but it's pieced together with all the old film from NASA. They're pretty meticulous about keeping that stuff. And yeah, so far, probably one of the best docos I've seen in ages. So yeah, we want to talk about, instead of gaming, I thought I'd play some guitar. I've got an old 1985 Japanese Strat here, and playing a Strat because that's what Dave Murray from Iron Maiden played. So that was always something that I got started on Maiden and then wanted to get a Strat. And I've been off them for like 15 years, probably something like that, since I was playing in punk bands and things. And then I sort of got into more like metal guitars. And Jackson was kind of where I started with that stuff. And yeah, so came back into it. And this is one of the coolest guitars ever. I mean, I've got a pretty funky, I'm playing a Kemper, so I've got a pretty funny tone dialed in. It's kind of light low gain. I mean, it's high gain, but like, yeah, no, it's like a tacky and brutal as we use in other bands, but I'll show you one in a second. Anyway, we went to the Iron Maiden gig and saw Dave Murray, Adrian Smith, Yannick Gers, Steve Harris, who's second best Brit of all time after David Attenborough, I'd say, and Nico McBrain, and they killed it. It was in Sunday night in Perth Arena, and that's just one of the best bands ever made. You think of what they're doing, you know, all this time down the track and writing new songs, and then when they're playing the old stuff, like the guy kept tapping me on the shoulder next to me and be like, 1986, this song, and I was like, fuck me, they were so far ahead of their time when they were writing. But yeah, but out of the whole gig, like they always play some newies and some oldies, and I hadn't really listened to Shenzitsu that much. I gave it a few spins, and there was probably like one riff that really got me, and that was the same riff that got me for the gig. Like when I walked out of the gig with some friends and we're chatting and whatever, I was like, what riff do you remember? And for me, it was this one. And this is song 6 off Shenjitsu. It's called The Time Machine, and it's just like the coolest riff on the fucking album. I think. And it's up there with like some of the best Maiden riffs ever, which is like, well, I mean, holy shit, there's so many good riffs, but like, you know, I love like Somewhere in Time riffs and hooks on there. But this is up there. Anyway, I'm going to model through it. This is my guitar tone. It's kind of a Maiden-y one I dialed in on the Kemper, and then let's pick it up from, I'm just going to model through it and pick it up from wherever. So good. Yeah, that's the shit. And that right there was the bit that I walked out singing out of seeing a whole bunch of songs that I love, including a lot of Somewhere in Time. Actually, maybe call it Somewhere in Time riff sort of stuck with me. But yeah, I'm like, that's 2021 album and they're still writing some really good shit. So yeah. on the whole, I don't think the album's as cool as like Book of Souls was really good for like the later stuff. But yeah, that one riff. Do you want to hear it again? I'm gonna play it again because I fucked it up the first time. Let's see if I can pick it up again. And then we'll just call it a night, I think. Anyway, that's what we're going to do tonight. Leave it at that. If you're in another state, or go see them. If you're in another country, hope they come your way. And if you're in Perth, congratulations, you saw a fantastic moment in musical history. A true, absolute icon of the music industry at their peak. And you don't see that too often, so yeah. Alrighty.